Jacq, the year is 2015. I'm in New York City with my girlfriend at the time, now wife. We actually got engaged in New York City on our holiday.
Oh, that's a nice part of the story.
It's a great story, but we don't have time for that now. But near where we were staying on the Lower East Side, a couple of blocks over, was a really famous deli called Kat's Delicatessen. Have you been before?
I've been to New York, not to Kat's, but I definitely had a New York Reuben.
Obviously, New York's really famous for their pastrami on rye and their Reuben sandwiches. We got one and it was the most amazing sandwich I had in my life.
And that's what's going to happen today?
We're trying to replicate that time in New York City today with my ultimate Reuben Toastie.
Okay.
Are we ready?
We are.
We're going to make my own little pickle relish. I've just cubed up some cucumber and a brown onion and just hit that with a little bit of salt.
Yep.
And we just let that sit for a couple of hours and you can see how much liquid just naturally drains out of that. It's a lot. And we're going to add our vinegar into our pot. I love making my own pickles and relishes at home. I think they're really, really fun and they always taste so much better than the store-bought ones.
I couldn't agree more.
So caster sugar in there as well. Now all I want to do is bring that to the heat, let that sugar dissolve, and we want to reduce that water and sugar by half before we add our cucumber and onion mix.
Okay.
All right, Jacq, our vinegar and sugar has reduced by half. Now we're going to add our drained cucumber and onion mix. We just want a couple of cups worth. Nearly all of this can go straight in. So we just want to cook that for a couple of minutes. Now to that, I'm going to add a couple of special ingredients. So a little bit of curry powder.
Okay.
We're just getting
Interesting.
some... Yeah, I love it. And we want to get some yellow mustard seeds in there as well. And we'll just stir them around. And all we want to do is cook these for a few minutes until the cucumber is starting to soften. All right, Jacq, our pickle relish is looking good.
It does look good.
Little cornflour slurry.
Okay.
It's a great tip for thickening up sauces in a hurry.
Definitely.
So just a little bit of water to our cornflour. Give that a little mix around, okay? And we can add that in. Now we just want to stir that till it starts to thicken up. Okay, that is done. So what we need to do is just pop it into a bowl. Oh, how good's that? Cucumber pickle is done. All you need to do now is just pop that in the fridge just to let it chill before you want to use it. And we'll move on to building the rest of our toastie.
Excellent.
And you're going to make it for
Okay.
me. Yeah, so we've got some mayonnaise, Dijon mustard, some ketchup, some cayenne pepper, and a little bit of pickle juice. All right, so that can all just go in the bowl. Give that a mix around. Russian dressing, done.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, check out this beautiful sourdough rye loaf.
That is a good looking
How
loaf of
gorgeous.
rye bread.
I'm going to get a couple of good slices of our rye loaf. We want some nice thick slices.
So when you say a little bit of pickle juice, how much are we thinking?
Oh, just a good tablespoon or two. Okay. Yeah. That's what I love about cooking, especially with something like this. I just cook to flavour.
Yeah.
And there's no right or wrong. You just get it all in there. And the recipe's all online anyway. All right, Jacq, that dressing looks fantastic. Let's start building.
Okay.
Now, it wouldn't be the ultimate Reuben Toastie if I didn't use two different types of cheese, okay? So first we've got classic Swiss cheese, which is a staple for a Reuben. We're gonna go double. Let's go 4 slices of our Swiss. Then, I know we've got the pickle relish as well, but I want some other pickles on here as well, just to accentuate that flavour. Remember, we're all about fermentation today and pickling and all that good stuff. Now, some sauerkraut. Do you like sauerkraut?
Absolutely love sauerkraut. Great way to get those fermented foods into your sandwiches, into your salads, into wraps, have it on the side with your steamed veggies. Super simple one to keep in the fridge.
Okay, a good whack of sauerkraut onto there. Now, we need to talk meat. We're going to put lots of good quality pastrami onto our toastie. We want that Cat's Deli, really thick New York style.
Okay. Well, at least you got it balanced out with the veggies and the fermented veggies, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we'll crack these packets open. I just love pastrami because when it's cured, it's got that real peppery crust that they do to flavour the beef. It is good stuff. So we're just going to layer our toastie up nice and generously with the pastrami.
Not holding back.
Well, we're not stopping. Packet number 2.
Wow.
On we go. Oh, I love this. This takes me back to New York. All right. It's a good amount of pastrami on there.
Yeah.
I think our pickle relish should be cool enough. I'm going to grab that and then that can go on next.
Excellent.
All right. Have a look at this. I'm pretty impressed with this.
I think you should be.
Homemade pickle relish. So that can go on top, nice and generous amount onto our Reuben Toastie.
How does one wrap their mouth around something this big?
We'll see.
Are you about to prove me?
We'll find out very shortly.
I don't know if I can.
Now we need to get some of that gorgeous dressing. Okay, a good drizzle of our dressing. Last but not least, our second type of cheese, American cheddar. Double the cheese for double the love. Ultimate Reuben Toastie. On goes the lid. Wow.
My goodness.
Now we better toast it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Could you please pass me the butter?
Of course.
Thank you. All right. Now we'll let that butter melt in the pan. We'll toast our toastie for a few minutes either side till it's golden, crunchy and melty, and then we'll try and fit our mouth around it.
Oh, that's a challenge, but we're here for it.
All right, Jacq, toasted to perfection.
It is.
Let's get this monster out. Okay, let's slice in and have a little look.
Look, my heart's actually started pumping a bit harder just thinking about this.
Big reveal.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
So if I was to plate this up, I would just, on a plate, nice and impressive, a big stack of our Reubens. And I always finish my toasties with a little sprinkle of salt on top.
This is a bold balancing act, but it also is quite an incredible piece of art almost in a toastie, and I'd expect nothing less from you.
My ultimate Reuben Toastie, inspired by New York City with that beautiful layers of pastrami. Wrap your lips around that.
It's a masterpiece.